I've got myself booked on the Frozen Niagra Tour. It's going to last over an hour, so I'm looking forward to that. I've only been in one other cave in the National Park system of America, the Carlsbad Caverns, and I really enjoyed it. So hopefully Mammoth Cave is going to be very impressive.
There's the door. No.
Yes, about 75. Here, this is what we call cave bacon.
Cave what? Bacon. Oh my.
Nature too often.
He's dead.
That's a big one. I've never seen it. Once you get a chance to, at least. This is about a 90-foot shaft. It goes down to Crystal Lake. It's a man-made lake that used to be the cast-off point for the boat. How we get these large passageways through here, called canyon passageways, is because of a nice capstone, sandstone rock that's above our heads right now. It's kind of acts like the roof on a house. Folks coming in the back here.
The cave crickets with
So
it.
that's that drill hole.
Cave cricket right there.
All right. Secret Service didn't let him go down to the Frozen Niagara because there was that relatively two-way stairway. There was one way in, one way out. So you all got to see something that not even the president today got to see.
This is a ferry crossing the Green River in Mammoth Cave National Park. This is the Buffalo Trail in Mammoth Cave National Park. So as well as the world's longest cave system, the National Park protects all the ground above it. I've parked in the Maple Springs Trailhead. I'm heading down to Turnhole Bend. I've got about an hour and a half now before the historic tour starts. So I'm going to see how far down I can get. See, it's still very early spring. There's a few flowers out, but other than that, it's still not very green. This has only been a national park since 1941, and before then, this was all farmland. And in the 20s and 30s, people were having what was called the Kentucky Cave Wars. This is one of the small churches that used to be in the park before it became a park, before all the rural communities were forced out. Well, the graves are well tended and have flowers on, because there are still descendants alive who come to pay their respects, and they can even get buried here themselves.
Bed and those pipes down to where we're at now. There were about 70 African American slaves that worked this operation. They would go as far as 3 miles back and gather up the cave dirt that was rich in nitrates. They would bring it here and put it in these big rectangle boxes.
This is a big ass cave. It's so big, I could only describe it as mammoth.
The reason they use tulip poplars is because tulip poplars are really tall, straight trees, not a lot of branches except at the top. Whole big rock. And my husband's grandfather worked here for about 40 years, and my husband said that he remembered coming here with his grandfather. When the temperature on the surface is below 54, the air is being sucked into the cave. So at that natural entrance, the temperature varies quite a bit. However, this pit is kind of shaped like this. And it has these Folks, if you'll notice, the graffiti here gets a lot more everywhere because this used to be the end of the tour. If you look right there, there's an eagle right there. See it? Oh, they're back there. Look, right here.
They're squeezing.
That little thing. Yeah. That little bitty thing is a fossil. It's a horn coral.
Oh.
It's a fossil from the sea a long time ago.
Oh, wow.
It's right there in that little pocket. This tassel is going to be blinded. And there are, in some places, really big, large boulders. Yeah. And in other places, there's little ones. So it's kind of a big. And like here, all those little scallops are on the ceiling as well, so you know that the water can quickly flow.
Where? What? Oh.
That, you know what I mean? That it's been mounted. Watch your head. Watch your head. You don't have to. There you go.
I've just finished the historic tour in Mammoth Cave National Park and it was amazing. Largest caves I've ever seen. So as well as being the longest cave system in the world, they are giant. So it's probably one of the best experiences I've had in a national park so far. So if you go on the tour, I recommend staying close to the ranger because she was answering all my questions and everything like that. I almost missed the tour because I got stuck behind a vehicle dusting the roads. But I went into the visitor centre and I'd just been speaking to a ranger earlier about hiking trails and things like that. And I just said, I've just missed it. And we jogged down together and he managed to help me get caught up with the group, which was fantastic of him to do that. So I'm really impressed with Mammoth Cave National Park. It's a great place to visit.